cool in here, isn't it? Yeah. Mid last year, AWIC completed their strategic plan for 2019-2021. And one of our key targets was to increase the number of young ladies entering into career pathways in the construction industry, both at trade and professional levels. Mid-July 2019, I was speaking to Shane, our MC today, about this key target, and as he worked for TAFE Queensland, a fabulous surprise for me, I asked if he could recommend anyone I could speak to. Shane was generous in providing details for colleagues he knew at TAFE Queensland, and I sent them an email. A couple of weeks went by, emails toing, throwing from one person to the next. Talk to this person, they'll be able to give you a better idea. Until it landed at Elaine's desk, TAFE at School Manager, Corporate Services, Toowoomba. Elaine and I spoke on Friday the 26th of July, and she had mentioned to me in her team meeting earlier that week, they were only just discussing about how they could get more women into construction and into their courses. Our first project meeting was scheduled for Monday the 12th of August, and the rest, they say, is history. Shortly after this meeting, AWIC proudly announced that they were partnering with TAFE Queensland to introduce young women to the wonderful industry and the fulfilling careers that await them. Scaffolding the future for women in construction was created. The target market. Our target market was young ladies in years 10 to 12, those students who had completed high school but not yet found employment or a career pathway, so we also call them year 13. What were we going to offer? We wanted to highlight the available career paths, both apprenticeship and office-based careers, letting these young ladies know what is available to them. They don't know what they don't know. Completing an apprenticeship doesn't mean you have to stay in it for life. It's a stepping stone to the next position. How are we going to offer this? Well, we decided that information sessions were going to be the best way, from 3 till 6 p.m. after school. And TAFE Queensland were generous and offered their campuses as a venue. So when would we hold these? Why not Queensland Women's Week? Early March 2020. So who was going to speak to these ladies? Well, why not us? Current industry leaders and experts in our field. We also wanted to increase the depth of industry knowledge, so we started looking around. We found an incredible group of ladies, and I wanted to take this moment to recognise each one of them, as some of you are in the room today. Tracy Neagle, Director of Stainless Steel Drainage and Civil, and also Stainless Steel Design. Amanda Buelow, also women in construction. Rebecca Pake from PGH, Queensland Customer Service Manager. Amanda Pennycook, Health and Safety Manager for the Usher Group. Madison Menken, Marketing Coordinator for the Usher Group. Jo Devon, Co-Founder of Positive Living Skills. Tina Johns, Branch Manager for InfraBuild. Becky Peroz, Engineer and Founder of Get Your Boots On. Naomi Casamasis, Qualified Carpenter and Civil Construction Operator and working at Bunnings. And last but definitely not least, Jo Sainsbury, who has over 30 years experience in administration, HR, project management within the heavy equipment industry. Thank you to all of these industry leaders for giving your time so freely and assisting the next generation of women in construction. I want to thank the businesses behind these awesome women as well for providing a strong and supportive workplace. Can we please give them all a round of applause? So, over 8 months of planning, meetings, scheduling, sourcing panel members and corporate partners, on Tuesday this week, we held our first scaffolding lecture for women in construction at TAFE Queensland at the Ipswich campus. The event was amazing and well received, with over 50 guests attending, including students and their parents. We walked away having inspired the next generation, but we had also been inspired. We had allocated an hour for the panel discussions, and they went for an hour and a half. Everyone stayed, no one moved. As the panel discussions continued, So too did the questions from the audience. Parents and their daughters spoke to us afterwards. Can you have another event like this?
Just one.
We had a great time, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story. It really doesn't get any better than that. I believe that a number of young ladies left that information session believing that they can a little more than they did when they arrived. They may not know exactly what career they want to pursue, but they definitely know there is more available to them than they did before. Our top 3 takeaways from the event were education, never stop learning. The second one was match them with confidence. And the third one was to rely on family and friends and you tribe for support, something we all should remember. Our next stop, TAFE Queensland Toowoomba on Tuesday. All of this started as a dream. I have the original post-it notes at home. How did it become a reality? I simply asked for help. Help from Shane, who put me in touch with Queensland TAFE colleagues. TAFE Queensland, who provided the venues. The AWIC tribe and community for agreeing to be on the panel or helping out behind the scenes. Queensland Government, Department of Child Safety, Youth and Women, who provided AWIC with the Queensland Women's Week 2020 community grant, which has assisted with the funding for the Toowoomba information session. The Usher Group, who are AWIC corporate partners and who have been behind this project all the way. Thank you. Apprenticeships Queensland, dedicated staffing solutions, Summit Bureau accountants and business advisors who lent us their boardroom over those months. Down group training for increasing our awareness of current government subsidies available to all of us for future training. If you want help with something, ask. There are many people in this room who has helped me achieve this goal, as well as the AWIC committee, and I'm sure that they will help you too. If they can't, they will know someone who can. Otherwise, give me a call. For every no, you're one step closer to a yes. Don't let no stop your dreams.